Howdy y'all, and welcome to Black's Lives. I think it's time we play a little Arc Aberration. Oh no, you're an iguanodon, you're fine. So... There we go. Hey! I'm grabbing a little bit, trying to grab a little bit of mushrooms here for my, well, there's a few shine horns wandering around my base. I thought I would, Hey! Careful, man, you're gonna shove me into one of these pointy ones that, spray you with killer spores. Bumping me around. Let's see. They like this kind right here. I'm charging up my batteries at the moment for my charge lantern. Oh, that's really weird. My phone is vibrating, and I can feel it all the way through my keyboard. Okay. Right, shine horn. Shiny horn, there you are. Did I put the wrong one in there? Oh yeah, that's not the right one. You like... This one, right here. Where do you think he's going? Where were you going, little guy? Alright. I need you to stop. You're just gonna stay right there. I saw another little one wandering around out here. I wonder where he went to. Oh, there he is. I like these little guys, they're funny. Come on. Come on. What are you dancing around for? Get in here. I saw you out there dancing around. You stay there, okay? Alright. Let's see how my batteries are charged here. That guy is so noisy. Alright, batteries are charged. So my plan... Let's get the old gun back on the hotbar here. And we'll go ahead and put on... This, you know what, I don't need to carry my rifle because I don't have any bullets for it, so I might as well unload some of this stuff that I don't need to take with me here, so. I don't know how much of this I can just leave behind here that I'm not using. Might have use for sometime in the future. Okay, I am going to keep my armor just in case. Once I get through, I want to switch back to it. Alright, Karki. Let's go see what we can find. It's time to explore the deep down. At least a little bit. I don't want to get lost or anything. This isn't even my right path, but you know what? I think I can find my way through here. So we we had our D&D session, our normal every 2-week D&D session last night. It I don't know. It was a session. I'm growing a little weary of the one guy who thinks it's okay to agree to play and then constantly walk away while we're playing and then come back and then go, what did I miss? What did I miss? I've been gone for the last 15 minutes. What did I miss? And there was some of that last night. Which was annoying. What if you guys decide to do? Just go ahead and do it. I'm not going to be able to be at my computer for a few minutes, so... Alright, what are we doing? What did I miss? Do you need my input on anything? You know, if you wanted to give your input on it, you probably should have told people, hey, I'm going to be busy. At nighttime... I don't know. I find it to be... Ooh. We've run out of shine. I see you. I see 2 of you. You gonna let me just go past? I don't know if it'll let me go past. It did not. Some horrible noises you're making there. Okay, so I have gone that way. That's where I had to go through the red pollen, and that's where I got my red crystals from to make my shine cannon here. So I think I'm going to take this top path here first, and we'll see what we can see. Now, I do have to be careful because there are... I think I see one coming up here. Yeah, a couple of these. That guy was like crazy trying to get me. Really? Yeah, these guys right here. They will try to get my shine horn. We can't have that. I can't believe I can't pick up this badger thing. I don't know where it was going, but I'm stopping it. Well, I guess I get to do this all over again. Game crashed, and I am all the way back here. I'll tell you, Arc has not been running well for me. I have not had really any problems with anything except Arc. And it just is... I could really use some light, dude. You think I can... You know what, I'm not gonna worry about taming those shine horns, I guess. Oh, now you give me light. No, I can't jump the fence. Nope. Alright. So I'll go ahead and put on my gear. I'm not gonna worry about, I guess, unloading anything. We'll grab the... what charge I have on that battery. I feel like I'm missing a battery. I'm missing a bunch of stuff. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the heck? Oh, There's my... Never mind. I take it back. There's my gun. Okay. Alright, alright. We're alright. I forgot that it was on the ground. I thought they'd taken my charge cannon from me. So yeah, so anyways, back to my story. So we've reached another point where we have to overthrow a government. This is the second time in our campaign that this has happened, and this time I thought we were going to have some inside kind of help, or some rebellions to help us. Rebellions? No. Rebels to help us. And I have to say I'm not impressed with the rebels after last night. They had plans on how to... I think I should have turned here. They had plans on how to, okay, how am I lost? I have a path. Right? Okay. Right. I got it. I'm It just looked different from where I was at. This is where I cross over and come around, right? Okay. I was just got a little confused from different angle, and you know, you can't light things up in this game. I mean, you can, but they don't stay lit up is the problem. And so anyways, yeah, we talked to the guy, and he's like, okay, so we want you to get a mask, and you're going to attend the masquerade ball, and then when you're at the masquerade ball, you can kill the queen. And we're like, okay, all right, that's a plan. And so then when we started our session last night, we were it was the morning of the ball, and we're like, so once we take out the queen, what's the plan? And he's like, well, I don't know after that. I'm like, what do you mean? This is your plan. Do you have enough people to fight back? Are you you know, going to be able to overthrow all the orcs that currently are controlling the city? You know, these are important things to know. And nope, he's got no... Oh. I thought that thing was dead. And so we ended up going with a different plan, and instead of waiting for the ball, we snuck in the morning. And so the plan was to, well, my plan extended to get us inside. You know, there's nothing here. There isn't a path here. Weird. I felt like there was a path here when I came through here earlier. Let's go ahead and give you extra damage, I think. You're doing a lot of fighting, might as well. And, so... yeah, we got inside the castle. And then we managed to sneak our way upstairs where the queen the queen's room is supposed to be. Now, we weren't exactly sure where the queen was at, and the guy who was with us, whose plan it was to take out the queen, also had no clue about anything. I'm like, and so, alright, so obviously it does not want me to go over to that section of the game. So we'll have to go into a different section, I guess. I mean, I'm gonna go back over there. I'm just not gonna go over where I've crashed twice now in the same spot. Obviously, there's something screwy with the game, and I guess I must need to run another. I don't know. Like I said, it's been running terrible for ever since the big Windows update for me. Not terrible, I guess. I mean, it's running fine today, but some days it runs fine. Some days it's runs really like it's, I don't know, like it can't load correctly. I haven't had a day where the game just crashes like this, though. This is new. Yeah, so we get to the floor she's on, and we get to her room. It's being guarded. We kill the guards outside, and we go in the room, and oh no, you know what? This is. Get out of here. Oh, I didn't bring my goat. I forgot to pick up my goat. It's helpful, so I want to go back and snag it here. We trigger a trap in her room, and I can't believe it's her room because the DM's describing it, and like I don't think he thinks about what he says sometimes, and so we know this place was conquered a long time ago, and it's not like it was just overthrown. Yes, here's my little goat trying to get to me, and so he's like, the table is covered with knocked over candles and burnt papers, and one of the desks is had papers on it, and someone has spilled the ink wells all across the table, and so there's patches where they picked up the papers, and so there's like clean patches in the shape of paper, but the rest of the table's covered in oil, or why do I keep saying oil? Ink, and I'm thinking, oh well, this must not be her room. And then the one guy who plays, he thinks that everything needs to belong to him, and so he starts rummaging through the room, and there's some keys on the wall, and so he runs over and grabs the keys before anybody else can say anything, and gets shot by a trap dart. And I'm like, this is really weird, because if this is her bedroom, I would expect it to be cleaner since she's the queen and has been the queen for a while. I wouldn't expect there to be a huge mess of burnt papers and spilled candle wax and knocked over inkwells in the queen's bedroom unless they were in a hurry. So I feel like this is this isn't her room, this is some kind of trap. And so then the gotta have everything wizard, he casts his wand of detect magic, and sure enough, the doorway is trapped, and it has alerted people that we are there, and so we get all prepared for the combat, and I'm not worried at all. Okay, so I tried to go over there, it crashed. I tried to go over there, it crashed. But I think there's a turn on. I don't even want to go that direction. Let's go this direction. I don't want to crash again. And so we, we're in pollen. It's just making funny noises. I'm not actually taking damage. I don't think. It doesn't look like it, so we just have to get through the pollen. So here is where I got my red crystals from last time, right around this little rock. So I guess we'll go check out what's up here then, because I didn't go quite that way last time. Maybe it'll let me go look. It might be something about the invisible rock drakes over there or something. I don't know what its problem is. Because I didn't have a problem with them anywhere else, and that's all I can see over there. Or maybe something's half stuck in a rock and it can't render them both in, or who knows. What is that? There's a bag. Thanks, crab. Dang it. I don't know what its problem is. I'm gonna have to update it, I guess, or something. I mean, it doesn't need to be updated. That's not the issue. It's just I'm gonna have to verify the local files again, I guess. Yeah, but I don't have time to do that now, since today's super busy. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish my story and then just call it a day. So, anyways, we get in this big fight, and there's like 50 orcs. I'm not really worried because these dudes are pretty easy to kill at our level, and so the fight gets started, and as soon as the fight goes to start, the guy who never sits at his computer is like, I might have to go early, so I'm just warning you now that we might have to stop in the middle of this fight. We haven't even close to reach our normal stopping time when he says this. And in fact, we stopped early. He didn't tell us beforehand. He just, I don't know. He's one of those people. Everything is all about him. And so we get in the fight, and we roll our initiative, the order you take your turns in. Man, I need mushrooms. I'm just going to go ahead and tame those shine horns. And since I can't go to the deep down for whatever reason, I mean, I played before I started, so it's not like it's you know, some kind of time error. It's I don't know. It's weird. Anyways, let's finish the story. So, fight starts, and the ranger throws a fit because he's only got a bow for ranged attacks, and which is weird, but he hates to use his bow, so he's not happy because we're at the top of the stairs, and there's a bunch of guys down below, and I'm like, alright, I'm going to throw oil on the stairs then, to make it difficult for him to come up the stairs, and then the wizard's like, I'm going to throw a fireball down on him, and then the DM's like, well, I burned up all your oil, and I'm like, oh, great, and always throwing that fireball in the middle of my plans. And so then our bard, he throws a stinking cloud, which they have to roll to see if they can survive the stench, or else they waste their turn coughing and retching, it says. And so that's the way it goes. And so now they can't move, and so it gets back around to my turn. Oh, and then our druid threw ice storm on top of them. And then it gets back around to my turn, and I've got a new thing on my sword that lets me throw it and then yank it back. And so I get within 20 feet of him and throw it and kill him and kill the first one, yank him back, throw it to the second one because I get more than one attack per turn. I kill him, I yank him back, I throw it at the third one, and he succeeds. Well, he doesn't die, and he succeeds on not getting yanked back to me. So now my sword is attached to me by a chain, and it's stuck through this guy, and he won't let it come back to me. And so I ended my turn. And so by the time we got to the next turn, all the bad guy orcs had been killed. The wizard got hold person cast on him. I don't know what happened to those little shine horns. I went and got their mushrooms and now they're gone. But he got hold person, which means he can't move. Then our druid cast to get that off of him, and then he cast hold person on the bad guy, but they succeeded in rolling high enough to not have it affect them. And our wizard's got this ability called Counterspell. And so he could use Counterspell to stop the bad guy's spells, should he choose to do so. Oh, there you are. And, wow, thanks for whistling when I told you to whistle. Man, I wonder where that other little shine horn went. Is he just wandering around in here somewhere? And so then he goes back and hides, and everybody on my team hides. And so I'm like, well, I mean, we went from like 60 bad guys down to 11. And the bard still has his stinking cloud up, which is one of the reasons, I guess, that nobody wants to move forward. And I feel like they don't understand timing, and so they leave stuff up longer than it needs to be. I mean, what good is the stinking cloud going to do other than delay combat at this point? Like, everybody who was in there, pretty much, except for 2 people, is dead. So, of the 50, 48 are dead. So there's only 2 people left to kill. So drop your stinking cloud. Nope, it stays up. And so I'm like, all right, it gets back to my turn, and I'm like, all right, I guess I'll run up and attack these orcs. And the wizard goes, no, you gotta go for their wizards. Their wizards are the most dangerous thing. I'm like, okay. Now I take. First it's the ranger, then it's 2 of the boss bad guys, and then it's me, and then it's the other 4 people on my team, and then it goes back to the bad guys. So on my turn, having only 1 boss bad guy and the rest of the orcs that are down there to go, I went past the orcs and got up to the wizard and attacked the wizard. And then, yeah, I don't know where that little guy went to. And then it's the rest of my team's turn. The other 4 members of my team all opted to come out, do one tiny thing, and then hide, leaving me by myself to face off against 11, 12, 13 guys. They left me. They literally hid back in the room and left me after they told me to go out there and fight. And so instead of being out where he can help, the wizard goes back in the room and hides behind the wall so nobody can see him, and I get hold person cast on me again, something he could easily stop from happening. This is the second time hold person has been cast on me where the wizard could have done something about it, but because of the way he plays, opted not to. Technically, I guess he couldn't have done anything about it this time, but he could have stayed out so that he could have counterspelled. But no, he hides instead. and and so yeah, and then that's where we ended, was with my guys standing there with 8 people left to go before my next ally's turn, and then 2 people to go before it's my turn. So I have to sit through 10 attacks possible before it gets back to my turn. And on my turn, all I can do is roll to see if I can break hold person. Yeah, I'm not particularly happy with what went down. See, look at, we didn't crash. I've gone longer right now than the previous 3 tries. So yeah, I really don't know what is going on with the deep down today. All right, well, that's my story, and so I am gonna go ahead and call it here. Actually supposed to join up with those guys again tonight and play some Days to Die. So click like if you like, subscribe, share, and catch the next one. I'll talk to you later.